most black people in media are in violation when it comes to how they speak and cover black people. People like Charlemagne the God, even DJ Envy, Nadeska, the level of cooning is through the roof. And you need to stop it because you're violating and you hurting yourself. Now, normally I wouldn't say nothing about other people because I don't like complaining. I don't like talking about other people. Honestly, that's not my vibe. That's not my job. But when I see you violating the community and you have a platform, I got to say something. I'd rather say something than to have to do something. So I just want to let you know when you're in the wrong. And let me tell you specifically what I mean. I watched some of these stories that they cover. I watched some of the Donkey of the Days. And not just Donkey of the Days. It goes beyond that. But I watch how we'll cover black people and black stories of people. Let's say black folks get arrested. And we'll take those stories and we'll joke about it as if we're separate and immune to what our brothers and sisters are going through. The Honorable Elijah Lewis Farrakhan made a statement. He says, when your brother falls, he says, don't laugh. You want to learn because we are not immune to the same shortcomings in which our brother has caused him to fall. So we need to lift each other up. All right. So I was looking at a story today. In the story, there was a rapper. It said rapper was Donkey of the Day. The rapper was pimping and pandering. And so on the news reporter, she covers this Donkey of the Day and she talks about, so this rapper was apparently pimping and all the money he shows in his video, he didn't even have money to get himself out of jail. And so Charlemagne makes a joke about it, which is his job, right? And so I don't mind, having a little fun and being light. But we have to also realize that these media companies, which we don't own, they look at all of us the same. And when they're joking at one of us, they're joking at all of us. All right. And if we have the mindset, if we thinking, well, we're different. Well, I'm not a pimp. I'm not this guy. And because I'm a moral person, I'm different from this guy. So I'm going to laugh at you, too. Look, you can laugh. I ain't saying you don't laugh. Look, laugh at whatever the fuck you find funny. But at the same time, we got to also recognize a bigger picture here in that this same shit that you laughing at, that you take as entertainment, this is propaganda that's being used against us, that's being justified to criminalize you, your children, and your children's children, which is also my motherfucking children, because we both are on the same team because we wearing the same jersey. So we have to know how to then, use our platforms and make this propaganda empower ourselves. We can't be feeding into that, man. We cannot continue to feed into these negative messages and try to just laugh at our brothers, especially at the expense acting as if we're better than them. We can't do that. And you can do it if you want to, but I'm gonna tell you like this: when people like that, when I see these media personalities, when they do that, it makes me raise an eye at them, even though I know. They're doing their job. They're just trying to be funny. I get it. But if they're not trying to balance that out, my eyebrow is raised at you. And I've seen too many other violations that I've seen them do when they cover black folks that really puts them on the list. They put them on the list of the very suspicious list. Now, when I say they cooning, it's two different types of coons. Coon number one is the coon that knows what they doing. They know they cooning. They know that they're selfishly throwing the entire race and their group under the bus to get their own benefit. Right? This is the people that know the hell they cooning and they fine with it. They know that they in the wrong, but they like, fuck these black people. I'm going to do what I got to do. That's the first type of coon. Second type of coon is the person that doesn't even know. And I think Charlemagne is a little combination. I think he's 1 and 2. But I think a lot of times he's unaware of some of these things. I think he's probably maybe unaware that he probably genuinely does believe that, what he's doing is not cooning. He believes that. But I'm going to let you know right now, partner, nigga, you in violation every time you making, a lot of these jokes about black folks. Don't get me wrong. I know your job is to have fun and be light. But hey, my nigga, you better take all them jokes, take that money, and make sure you contribute that shit, back to the team to really empower us. Make sure you do it. That's absolutely, because if we're giving you our attention, you better return that currency right back to us. And that's an expectation for you. And I'm not saying what I don't do, because this is what I do, but I take it personal. And I'm only saying this on this channel because it's my channel. I wouldn't say this if I was on a channel ran by white folks. Even though this is YouTube and I don't own this platform, this is still my own channel, right? I don't own the channel, but I own the channel, if you know what I'm saying. So with that being said, I wouldn't say this though publicly if I was on other channels, again, because I don't believe in having two black men argue or throw each other under the bus like that in front of white folks. I don't believe in that. If we're going to do it, we do that on the black network where we can be able to hash it out. And if we're going to profit from it, we profit from it. But we ain't going to use that as propaganda for other people to profit and then pass messages. Prime example, I'm going to say this, then I got to go. All right, prime example. I can't laugh at this because it's too real for me. I can't laugh at stories like this because I know how this system will throw felonies on brothers so that way they have no other options. This guy, okay, if he's pimping and pandering, first of all, how many other white artists are probably doing the same exact thing? They just not being charged for it, right? We try to act like black folks is doing all these crimes. White folks is doing the same amount, even more, but they're not being charged for it. We get charged for it. Many times we get charged for stuff that we don't do. Like that was another little kid that was selling some albums in front of a mall, 13 years old. Police, boom, threw him a felony. You're not supposed to be in front of this mall. Why they give him a felony? Because now for the rest of his life, he has to walk around with a felony. He can't get certain jobs. It's hard for him to go on business for himself because it's hard for him to do stuff like sell real estate. Sometimes it's hard to get a passport. It's hard to get a gun to protect yourself. When all of these things you have against you when you are a felon. Come on now. And they throw it on us. This boy was 13 years old. I remember being 16. I was smoking. I wanted to smoke some weed. I had some weed in my pocket. Police in Chicago unjustly just pulled me over, searched me. They do this all the time. And found some weed. And then on the police report, wrote down, I dropped the weed on the floor. And I was, like he had probable cause, which he didn't. And then wrote up on my police report, was going to write that I had 30 grams so that he can give me a felony so I can walk around. I was blessed enough, though, that his partner talked him out of it because he was doing it. I'm listening to them talking to police station. But this is what they do. Again, and in that situation, I literally only had 2 grams of weed on me. And they were going to write me up for 30 grams just because they could. And they know I didn't have the resources to fight it. So we have to just... so I can't laugh when I see black folks that are given unjust felonies and then I see a white person laughing about it. But I'm not going to that's not funny to me. I don't condone any type of illegal activity at all. I don't condone that. I don't condone brothers that's pimping, selling drugs. I don't. But I will say we have to look at the reason why most of them do it is because they've been given unjust felonies and they don't know anything else to do. Some of them don't want to do nothing else, but there's a lot of them that just don't know what else to do. Right. And so then they're just caught up in this system, in this trap. And so I'm not about to then start laughing at them because white folks laughing at them. So with that being said, man, hey, we need to stand strong. We ain't got to always be totally right and think the same, but we definitely need to be on code, you dig, and understand that we are wearing the same jersey, we on the same team, and our brand affects each other and how we act. So we got to know how to use a recognized propaganda, you dig, and then know how to use it to empower ourselves and not just make a mockery of each other that's then used to further trap us, enslave us. That's whack. And if you're doing that, you're in violation. I'm not immune to it because sometimes I might do it and don't know. But we need to stop it.